Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It is week 4. It is the 4th week of this challenge that I was a part of. So 4 weeks into Beachbody journey. So it's tying up the challenge I'm in. I'm going to continue with it and I'm going to continue with this series, but we're going to change it up. Like, it's not going to change up a lot, but a little bit. But we're going to jump into week 4 and then we're going to come back and I'm going to tell you my weight and inches. And then I'm just going to show you after 4 weeks what the progress looks like, and then I'm going to touch base on my thoughts. And yeah, so let's jump into 4 weeks. Let's jump into week 4, I mean. I had already shot this video. Unfortunately, I talked and it made it next to impossible to edit. So I'm just redoing it. It might seem I'm talking really fast. It's just there's like a few things I want to go through and touch base on, just because the 4 weeks is up for the challenge I'm in. I'm going to continue with Beachbody. I'm going to continue with this series, but I'll get into that in a minute. Let's just go over my weight in inches. So I gained 1 pound, so I'm 196.6. My chest is down 1 inch, I believe. My hips are the same, 44.5. My left arm went up 13.5. My left thigh is 25.5, and it went up. My right arm went up to 13. My left thigh went down 1/2 inch. So my thing about the inches, I'm not great at taking them. So that's why they probably vary each week. Like, I'm just not, and it could be like some of the reasons why it could be going up because I did use my arms a lot. Maybe I'm building a little bit more muscle. So I'm really, guys, I'm not worried about like these numbers anymore. I don't really care. I just show them because some people do like to hear the progress. But the nice thing with Beachbody and their app, you can go back and see your progress and it will tell you your overall progress with things. So after 4 weeks, I am down 3.6 pounds. My waist is up 2.5. Once again, I don't take numbers very well. My chest is down 3.5. My hips are down 0.5. My left arm is down 0.3. My left thigh hasn't changed. My right arm is down 0.2. And my right thigh didn't change. So in total inches, I'm down 1.4. So, and yeah, I'm just like with the weight and everything, at the beginning, if you go back to the first episode, you can see where I'm like having that panic about it, like the number on the scale, not necessarily the inches. I don't really care about that. And I don't really care what it says on the scale. It's just a number. It doesn't define me. And yeah, I've really been thinking about that a lot. And that's something I'm going to get into, I think, later once I've grasped all my thoughts about the scale and weight and all that stuff. But, so, I've actually written a bunch of stuff down. Overall, I like the Beachbody workouts, love them. They have that new body thing where it's like different workouts every day. I don't have the ins and outs because it looks like it's still like a beta program. So it's still in the, I just don't have any information, enough information to share with you guys. Once again, when Leanne and I can sit down and really have a talk and I can have her on here, we will go over that. Water is something I still need to work on. I'm not doing the greatest with that. I'm doing better than before the 4 weeks, like before I started this. So it's something, we always have something to work on. But like I said, I'm loving all the workouts. I love how there's a variety. I got in, like, I think by the time I was done, because I signed up through Leanne and there was like a few promotions, like I got a free product and $50 back. And I got like the Shakeology and the little cups and everything. And Beachbody on demand for a year. I think by the time I was done, it was $186, somewhere in there. And to me, after the 4 weeks, I'm quite happy with that, because now I'll have Beachbody for a year. And the workouts, like you can find workouts that are like 20 minutes to an hour. So I probably won't, in my heart, I would really love to do an hour workout, but I probably won't. I'm a bit lazy. So the food, definitely wasn't eating enough food, and probably the right amounts of food. So that's where those cups are great. So I like that. At first, when I seen the cups, I'm like, that doesn't seem like it's a lot of food. Clearly not getting enough protein. So that's something I'm also gonna have to work on. But my only thing about the cups, like that whole 21 day, I like it because you can learn the visual of what like a cup of vegetables looks like, and like a portion of fruit and all that. I like that because then you can learn, and then you can, if you wanted to, I think the ultimate thing is you could go on to that, they have another food thing where it's like plating. I don't know a lot about it, but I think that would be the idea. Anyway, I do wish there was some way they could help you randomly figure out like how much a slice of pizza, like they did have like the one sheet that said like chocolate and everything, but like when you eat certain things, how would you determine like what it is for each thing, right? If that makes sense. Like if I were to have like to have pizza, okay, so what does that count for? Or I'm sure they have a slice of pizza on that thing, but I don't know, just things like that. I wish there was some type of way how they could roughly, like you're never going to be able to fully figure out how many cups of everything in a meal you're having, but if they could have, I don't know, yeah. That probably doesn't make sense. I'm sorry. That was at times I would go to eat something, and whether it was like a casserole or something, I would be like, I wonder how I would figure out like how many. So I was just roughly figuring things out. And I think I think we just do the best we can, but I just wish there was like a little bit, maybe more guidance in that. But for the most part, the cups are great, and Beachbody does have a lot of great recipes. And like the books they give recipes, and the recipes, it shows this many cups for things. So that's what I'm trying to say. Like, I wish there was some type of rough guidance, like to say if you were to make a recipe or a meal or something, this is how you'd figure it out, I guess is what I'm trying to say. So, but I have really that's like I don't even think about that a lot, but there is times where I'm like, I wonder how I would figure this out. So I hope that makes sense. Shakeology, I still have a few packs. As you guys know, the whey protein one is not for me. I don't think I like whey protein anyway. It just had a chalky aftertaste. So then it was finding recipes to continue using it, because I got it with the deal I got, which is fine, but Leanne did provide me with some Shakeology, vegan Shakeology, and that was so much better. There was like no aftertaste and it actually tasted good. So I won't be continuing with that just because financially for me, it doesn't work, and that's okay. Yeah. And then overall, I'm feeling great, motivated, just like mobility. Like I noticed like when I first started, I was like, could barely do a squat, and now my ass is to the grass. Like amazing. Love it. In just 4 weeks. It's amazing too because of how I'm feeling. Like mentally, it's clearing me out. I'm not allowing myself to get obsessed with working out and like eating the proper food and all this stuff. I think I'm just trying to make it a part of my life, like a healthier life, as best I can. There's going to be days like on the weekend, to be honest guys, I probably ate like 6 pounds of candy and like pasta and all that stuff. And that's just life. I know at the beginning I was sort of panicking about like when I would eat a piece of chocolate, I was like, oh. Leanne was a great coach because she's like, that's life. Like you gotta still indulge a bit. Like, so it was nice that having her as a coach, not just because she's my best friend, she was like, Leanne is very realistic and she wouldn't let me get stressed out about the stuff. She wouldn't let me talk down to myself. And she was just like, really like, hey, you're living life. Like, that's what I want you to do. I just want you to be healthy, the best you can be. And some of that is like eating the candy. So we all know where that 1 pound came from. Anyway, yeah, I'm just feeling so motivated. I get more stuff done in a day, like, which I was shocked that I did do that because I was like quite lazy and I was like, oh, after I work out, I'm not getting anything done. And I would end up getting like most of the things I had to do done, which was awesome. So that I'm really happy, and clearly I'm just happy in general. So no complaints. And then I do want to say a big thank you to Leanne. I know I've praised her a lot, but she's just been such a great support. And if anyone is interested in signing up Beachbody, I'm going to put her email down below. Reach out to her. She can help you get signed up and just, you know, go over some realistic goals. I am continuing with Beachbody. This series is going to continue, but we're going to change it up a bit. Each week, I think I'm gonna still show the workouts I do. And I think what I'm gonna do is once a month weigh in and do measurements, because it just like, to me, it's sort of like, I don't really care as much, but some of you do like to see that, like, oh, where was she last month? And that's fine. And I don't have a problem sharing it. So, but it's just gonna be once a month. And then each week we'll focus on something. So next week's video, you are gonna see me, I purchased Beachbody's 3-day cleanse, 3-day refresh or something. I'll get into that more next week, but we're gonna focus on that next week. And yeah, and I'll still share my workouts and everything. So that is where I'm at, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in for this journey. I hope you continue to tune in. And if you're not already, please subscribe. And with that, I hope you all have an amazing, wonderful day.